Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyananjana Shalaka Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Garaganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govindamidam Ujvalam Varatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Prem Nawe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchandabaranam Balarka Chailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubhadam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shridharam Bancha Kalpatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila chapter 25, the residents of Varanasi become Vaishnavas. We'll start with text number 137. Na sarayati mam yogo na shankyam dharma udava na swadhyayas tapas tyago yata bhaktir mamorjita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna said, my dear Uddhava, neither through Astanga Yoga, the mystic yoga system to control the senses, nor through impersonal monism, or an analytical study of the absolute truth, nor through study of the Vedas, nor through austerities, charity, or acceptance of sannyas, can one satisfy me as much as by developing unalloyed devotional service unto me. Bhayam dutiya biniveshatadshad isharapetasya viparya yosmriti tanmaya yato buddha abhajetam Bhaktyaika yesham gurudeva tatma. When the living entity is attracted by the material energy, which is separate from Krishna, he is overpowered by fear. Because he is separated from the Lord by the material energy, his conception of life is reversed. In other words, instead of being the eternal servant of Krishna, one becomes Krishna's competitor. This is called viparya yosmriti. To nullify this mistake, one who is actually learned and advanced worships the Lord as his spiritual master, worshipful deity and source of life. He thus worships the Lord by the process of unalloyed devotional service. Abheshuna Premaje Mula Prayojan Pulakashu Nritya Gita Jahara Lakan. Now hear from me what actual love of Godhead is. It is the prime object of life and is symptomized by bodily trembling, tears in the eyes, chanting, and dancing. Smaranta smarayantascha mitto gogam haram harim bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya vibrati utpulakam tanum. Pure devotees manifest spiritual bodily symptoms of ecstatic love simply by remembering and reminding others of the Supreme Lord Hari, who takes away everything inauspicious from the devotee. This position is attained by rendering devotional service in the practice of sadhana bhakti and then rising to the platform of spontaneous love. Pure devotees manifest spiritual bodily symptoms of ecstatic love simply by remembering and reminding others of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, who takes away everything inauspicious from the devotee. This position is attained by rendering devotional service according to the regulative principles and then rising to the platform of spontaneous love. Evam vrata svapriyanama kirtya jatanu rago drutachitu chai hasati ato rodati roti gayati unmaravan rityati lokabaya. When a person who is actually advanced and takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord, who is very dear to him, he is agitated and loudly chants the holy name. He also laughs, cries, and chants like a madman, not caring for outsiders. Ateva Bhagavat Sutrartarup Nijakrita Sutra Nija Bhashya Swarup. Srimad Bhagavatam gives the actual meaning of the Vedanta Sutra. The author of the Vedanta Sutra is Vyasadeva, and he himself has explained those aphorisms in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. Artoyam Brahma Sutranam Bharatartya Artoyam Brahma Sutranam Bharatarta Vinirnaya Gayatri Bhashya Ruposo Vidarta Paribrimhita Purananam Samarupa Sakshad Bhagavatodita Dvarasha Skanda Yuktoyam Shata Vicheda Sanyuta Grantos Tadasha Sahasra Srimad Bhagavatad Bida Artoyam Brahmasutranam Bharatarta Vinirnaya Gayatri Bhashyaruposo Vedarta Paribrimita Purananam Samarupa Sakshad Bhagavatodita Dvarasha Skanda Yuktoyam Shata Vicheda Samyuta Grantos Tadasha Sahasra Srimad Bhagavatabhida. The meaning of the Vedanta Sutra is present in Srimad Bhagavatam. The full purport of the Mahabharata is also there. The commentary of the Brahma Gayatri is also there and fully expanded with all Vedic knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam is the supreme Purana, and it was compiled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Vyasadeva. There are 12 cantos, 355 chapters, and 18,000 verses. So here Mahaprabhu is answering the questions of Prakashananda Saraswati. Prakashananda Saraswati and all his followers who were previously Mayavadi sannyasis, they had been very much convinced by Mahaprabhu's answer, and subsequently they rejected the teachings of Shankar Acharya and they actually became Vaishnavas. And still, Prakashananda Saraswati, he asked Mahaprabhu, we're very much satisfied by everything, and he begged Mahaprabhu, everything that you presented, he said, we're satisfied what you are explaining, and he begged Mahaprabhu's forgiveness for all his offenses. And here he's saying, now I would like to hear from you what I can understand about the Vedanta Sutra. And then Mahaprabhu told him, well, actually the natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra is the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Mahaprabhu cited the Chatu Shloki from the second canto where Krishna is speaking with Brahma, and he indicated that this gives the criteria which is there in all the Vedic literature of Sambandha Abhideya and Prayojana of the relationship with the Lord, the practice of Bhakti Yoga or devotional service, the means of satisfying that relationship, and the goal, which is Prema Prayojana, love of Godhead. So Mahaprabhu then explained how the Srimad Bhagavatam expands out, and the essence is there in the Chatu Shloki, but the Srimad Bhagavatam expands, we can say, it develops the meaning of the Vedanta Sutra, because it's all the Vedic literatures, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Vedanta Sutra, they all contain this basic essence of one will understand one's relationship with the Lord and enter into the service of the Lord and attain and go towards the goal, which is love of Godhead, and Mahaprabhu says, and that is presented, fully developed in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the meaning of the Vedanta Sutra is present in Srimad Bhagavatam. The full purport of the Mahabharata is also there. The commentary of the Brahma Gayatri is also there and fully expanded with all Vedic knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam is the supreme Purana, and it was compiled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Vyasadeva. There are 12 cantos, 335 chapters, and 18,000 verses. Sarva Vedeti Hasanam Saram Samudratam, the essence of all Vedic literature and all histories has been collected in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarva Vedantas Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatam Ishyate Tadrasamrita Triptasya Nanyatra Shadrati Kvachit. Srimad Bhagavatam is accepted as the essence of all Vedic literature and Vedanta philosophy. Whoever tastes the transcendental mellow of Srimad Bhagavatam is never attracted to any other literature. Gayatrir Arte E Granda Arambana Satyam Param Sambandha Dhimahi Sarana Prayojana. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is an explanation of the Brahma Gayatri mantra. The absolute truth, Satyam Param, indicates the relationship, and we meditate, Dhimahi, on him. We meditate on him indicates the execution of devotional service and the ultimate goal of life. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is an explanation of the Brahma Gayatri mantra. The absolute truth, Satyam Param, indicates the relationship, and we meditate, Dhimahi, on him, indicates the execution of devotional service and the ultimate goal of life. Janmariyasya yaton vayad iteratas chartishva bhigyasvarat tene brahma ridaya adikavaye muyanti yat suraya tejo varim ridam yata vinimayo yatra trisargom risha damna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimayi. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramonir matsaranam satam vedyam vastava matras vastu shivadam tapa trayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni krite kimva parer ishvara sadyo ridi avarudyate tra kritibi susrushubis tatshanat. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavat Purana completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavat Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Dharma prochita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. The word kaitava means to reject. Reject anything else except pure devotion, because it is all based on cheating. That kaitava means cheating. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarupa Sri Bhagavat Tate Veda Shastra Hoiti Parama Mahatva. Srimad Bhagavatam gives direct information of the rasa derived from service to Krishna. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is above all other Vedic literatures. Rasa Swarup. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarup. It gives actual understanding. Krishna Bhakti Ras, the form of Krishna Bhakti Ras, that rasa which comes from Krishna Bhakti. Srimad Bhagavatam gives direct information of the mellow derived from service to Krishna. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is above all other Vedic literatures. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shuka mukhad amrita drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasa alayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shuka mukhad amrita drava samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam Muhur Aho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedic literatures and is considered the ripened fruit of the wish-fulfilling tree of Vedic knowledge. It has been sweetened by emanating from the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. You who are thoughtful and who relish mellows should always try to taste this ripened fruit. O thoughtful devotees, as long as you are not absorbed in transcendental bliss, you should continue tasting the Srimad Bhagavatam. And when you are fully absorbed in bliss, you should go on tasting its mellows forever. So here it's mentioned, the Srimad Bhagavatam is like the ripened fruit of the wish-fulfilling tree of Vedic knowledge. And not only that, it has been sweetened by emanating from the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. So elsewhere I've read that it is considered that fruit will be even sweeter when it's touched by the mouth of a shuka. Shuka means a parrot. So if a parrot pecks on fruit, it supposedly becomes more sweet. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedic literatures, and it is considered the ripened fruit of the wish-fulfilling tree of Vedic knowledge. It has been sweetened by emanating from the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. And so Sukadeva, Sukha, as we said, parrot. You who are thoughtful and who relish mellows should always try to taste this ripened fruit. O thoughtful devotees, as long as you are not absorbed in transcendental bliss, you should continue tasting the Srimad Bhagavatam, and when you are fully absorbed in bliss, you should go on tasting its mellows forever. So as long as you're not absorbed in complete transcendental bliss, complete happiness, spiritual happiness, you should go on. You should taste the Srimad Bhagavatam, and then when you are completely absorbed in divine bliss, you should continue tasting the Srimad Bhagavatam. Vayam tuna vitripyama utama shloka vikrame yachrinvatam rasagyanam svadu svadu pade pade. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the personality of Godhead, who is glorified by hymns and prayers, because he's Uttama Shloka, one who's glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who enjoy association with him relish hearing his pastimes at every moment. Ateva Bhagavata Koraha Vichar Iha Hoite Pabe Sutra Shrutira Artasar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Prakashananda Saraswati, study Srimad Bhagavatam very scrutinizingly. Then you will understand the actual meaning of the Brahma Sutra. So there's our consideration that if you want to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, as Srila Govindamars explained, then to actually read and understand Srimad Bhagavatam, it has to be presented to you by a spiritual master, otherwise you won't understand it. So Srila Chaitanya said, if you're going to read the Srimad Bhagavatam, you read it from beginning to the end, every verse, and you read the commentaries on the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. In this case, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada presented commentaries, so you read it from the first verse to the end, and don't skip any of the commentaries. So it is also said that the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in one introduction I read, where it said that, I believe of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he said that Chaitanya Charitamrita percolates the meaning of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So percolate means it by developing, and when for instance coffee is percolated, it becomes stronger and stronger. So the Chaitanya Charitamrita is actually giving the understanding of what is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Nirantara Kara Krishna Nama Sankirtan Helaya Mukti Pabe Premadan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, always discuss Srimad Bhagavatam and constantly chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. In this way you will be able to attain liberation very easily, and you will be elevated to the enjoyment of love of Godhead. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that without studying Srimad Bhagavatam, one cannot understand the purport of the Brahma Sutra or the Upanishads. If one tries to understand Vedanta philosophy in the Upanishads without studying Srimad Bhagavatam, one will be bewildered, and construing a different meaning will gradually become an atheist or an impersonalist. Rama Bhuta Prashanatmana Shochatina Kankshati Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Labate Param. This is from Bhagavad Gita. One who is thus transcendentally situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed toward every living entity. In that state, he attains pure devotional service unto me. Muktapi lilaya vigraham kritva bhagavantam bhajante. Muktapi lilaya vigraham kritva bhagavantam bhajante. Even a liberated soul, merged in the impersonal Brahman effulgence, is attracted to the pastimes of Krishna. He thus installs a deity and renders the Lord's service. So who is this a quotation from? This is a quotation from Shankar Acharya's commentary on the Nrsinga Tapani Upanishad. Even a liberated soul, merged in the impersonal Brahman effulgence, liberated soul who's attained the impersonal Brahman effulgence is attracted to the pastimes of Krishna. He thus installs the deity and renders the Lord's service. Parinishtitopi nargunye utamashloka lilaya grihita cheta rajarshe akyanam yad adhitavan. Sukadeva Goswami addressed Parikshit Maharaj. My dear king, although I was fully situated in the transcendental position, I was nonetheless attracted to the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Therefore, I studied Srimad Bhagavatam from my father. Tasharavinda Nayanasya Padaravinda Kinjaka Mishra Tulasi Makaranda Vayu Antargatasva Vivarena Chakaratesham Sankshobham Aksharajusham Apichitta Tanvo. When the breeze carrying the aroma of tulsi leaves and saffron from the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed personality of Godhead entered the nostrils into the hearts of those sages, the Kumaras, they experienced a change in both body and mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding. So this is now, as we've heard before, the evidence there of someone who's attained the transcendental position, but who then after that engages in devotional service. We have the example of Sukadeva Goswami and the four Kumaras. Atmaramas Chamunayo Nirgranta Apiyarukrame Kurvanti Haitukim Bhaktim Itam Bhuta Guno Hari. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of God, is called Krishna because he has such attractive features. So, previous chapter we heard Mahaprabhu's fully developed explanation of the Atmarama verse, giving 61 different meanings and different classes of Atmaramas who were all attracted to the service of Krishna. Even though, as Shankar Acharya said, Mukta api lilaya vigraham kritva bhagavantam bhajante, that even someone who's self-realized then takes to the worship of the deity of Krishna. Even a liberated soul merged in the impersonal Brahman effulgence is attracted to the pastimes of Krishna. He thus installs a deity and renders the Lord's service. Henakale se Maharashtriya Brahman Sabate Kahila se Shloka Vivaran. At this time, the Brahman from the province of Maharashtra mentioned Lord Chaitanya's explanation of the Atmarama verse. A shlokarartha prabhu eka shashti prakar koryachan jahashuni loke chamatkar. The Maharashtrian Brahmin stated that Mahaprabhu had already explained that verse in 61 ways. Everyone was astonished to hear this. Tabe sab lok shunite agraha korila ekashashti artha prabhu vivari kohila. When all the people gathered there expressed the desire to hear about the 61 different meanings of the Atmarama verse, Atmarama shloka, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again explained them. Shunya lokera bora chamatkara hoila Chaitanya Gosai Sri Krishna nirdarila. When everyone heard Mahaprabhu's explanation of the Atmarama shloka, everyone was astonished and struck with wonder. They concluded that Mahaprabhu was none other than Sri Krishna himself. Etakohe uttiya Chalila Gora Hari Namaskara Kore Lok Haridwani Kori. After giving these explanations again, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arose and took his leave. All the people there offered their obeisances unto him and chanted the Maha Mantra. Sabkashi Vashi Kori Nama Sankirtan Prema Hase Kande Gaya Koraye Nartan. All the inhabitants of Kashi or Varanasi began chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in ecstatic love. Sometimes they laughed, sometimes they cried, sometimes they chanted, and sometimes they danced. Sannyasi Pandita Kore Bhagavata Vichar Varanasi Pura Prabhu Korila Nishtar. After this, all the Mayavadi sannyasis and learned scholars at Varanasi began discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered them. Nijalok Loya Prabhu Aila Masagar Varanasi Hoila Dritiya Nadia Nagar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then returned to his residence with his personal associates. Thus he turned the whole city of Varanasi into another Navadip, Nadia Nagar. Both Navadip and Varanasi were celebrated for their highly educational activities. At the present time, these cities are still inhabited by great learned scholars, but Varanasi is especially a center for Mayavadi sannyasis who are learned scholars. However, unlike Navadip, there are hardly any devotees in Varanasi. Consequently, a discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam was very rare in Varanasi. In Navadip, such discussion was quite ordinary. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Varanasi and turned Prakashananda Saraswati and his disciples into Vaishnavas, Varanasi became like Navadip because so many devotees began discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. Even at the present moment, one can hear many discussions on Srimad Bhagavatam taking place on the banks of the Ganges. Many scholars and sannyasis gather there to hear Srimad Bhagavatam and perform Sankirtan. Nija Ganaloya Prabhu Kohe Hashakori Kashiteyami Ailana Bejite Babakali. Among his own associates, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu laughingly said, I came here to sell my emotional ecstatic love. Oh, I very much like this because before Prakashananda Saraswati was saying, when he was a Mayavadi, he criticized Mahaprabhu and he said that Mahaprabhu is just a bavuka, he's just a sentimentalist or a Vaishnava fanatic, but he won't find any market here in Varanasi for his emotional and sentimental goods. He won't find a market for that. So now Mahaprabhu is responding. Mahaprabhu is omniscient, and he's responding afterwards, after he's converted everyone. Then Mahaprabhu tells his own associates, Nijagana Loya Prabhu Kohyashakori Kashiteyami Ailana Vechite Babakali. Among his associates, Mahaprabhu laughingly said, I came here to sell my emotional ecstatic love, which is what Prakashananda used almost those words, saying he won't find any buyers. Kashite grahaka nahi bastu nabikai punarapi deshe bahi laoya nahijai. Although I came to Varanasi to sell my goods, there were no customers, and it appeared necessary for me to carry them back to my own country. Ami boja bahimu Toma sabar dukkha hoila, Toma sabar ichaya vina muye bilaila. All of you were feeling unhappy that no one was purchasing my goods and that I would have to carry them away. Therefore, by your will only, I have distributed them without charging. So what he's saying is, like repeating the words of Prakashananda Saraswati, I brought my emotional goods here, my devotional service, but there were no buyers. So then I just decided I would have a liquidation sale. I would just give everything practically away, not asking for even a fair price. All of you were feeling unhappy that no one was purchasing my goods and that I would have to carry them away. Therefore, by your will only, I have distributed them without charging. When we began distributing the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western countries, a similar thing happened. In the beginning, we were very much disappointed for at least 1 year because no one came forward to help this movement. But by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, some young boys joined this movement in 1966. Of course, we distributed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without bargaining or selling. As a result, this movement has spread all over the world with the assistance of European and American boys and girls. We therefore pray for all the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon all the devotees in the Western world who are spreading this movement. And now it's spread all over the world. Sabe kohe lok tarite tomara avatar Purva Dakina Paschima Korila Nishtar. All the Lord's devotees then said, you have incarnated to deliver fallen souls. You have delivered them in the east and in the south, and now you are delivering them in the west. Because that Vrindaban, Varanasi, they're considered, in India, they're considered like the west. Ek Varanasi Chila, Tomate Vimuka, Tahanishtarila Koila, Amasavar Sukha. Only Varanasi was left because the people there were against your missionary activities. Now you have delivered them, and we are all very happy. Varanasi Grami Jade, Kolahala Hoila, Shuni Grami Deshilok, Ashite Lagila. After the news of these events was broadcast, everyone from the surrounding neighborhoods began to pour in to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lakakoti lok aishe nahika ganan, sankirna stane prabhur napai darshan. Hundreds of thousands of people came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was no counting the number. Because the Lord's residence was very small, not everyone could see him. Prabhu Jabes, Snani Jan, Vishveshvara Darshane, Duidike Lokore, Prabhu Vilokane. When Mahaprabhu went to take his bath in the Ganges and to see the temple of Vishveshvara, people would line up on both sides to see the Lord. Bahutuli Prabhu Kohe Bo Krishna Hari, Dandavat Kori Loke Haridvani Kori. When Mahaprabhu passed by the people, he would raise his arms and say, Bolo Krishna Hari, please chant Krishna, please chant Hari. All the people received him by chanting Hare Krishna, and they offered the respects to him by this chanting. Ematadina Panchalok Nishtariya Aradin Shalila Prabhu Udvigna Hoya. In this way, for 5 days, Mahaprabhu delivered the people of Varanasi. Finally, on the next day, he became very eager to leave. Ratre ute Prabhu Jari Korila Gaman Pache Lag Loilatave Bhakta Panchajan. After rising very early on the 6th day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to leave, and 5 devotees began to follow him. Tapan Misha Raghunath, Maharashtriya Brahman, Chandrasekhar, Kirtaniya, Paramananda Panchajan. These 5 devotees were Tapan Misha, Raghunath, the Maharashtriya Brahman, Chandrasekhar, and Paramananda Kirtaniya. Sabe Chahe Prabhu Sange, Nilachal Jaite, Sabare Vidai Dila Prabhu Jatna Sahite. These 5 wanted to accompany Mahaprabhu to Jagannath Puri, but the Lord attentively bade them farewell. Jari Chapache Aisha Amaradekite Ebiyami Ek Jamu Jarikanda Pate. Mahaprabhu said, if you want to see me, you may come later, but for the time being I shall go alone through the Jarikanda forest. Sanatane Kohila Tumi Jaha Vrindaban Tomara Duibai Tata Horiache Gaman. Mahaprabhu advised Sanatan Goswami to proceed toward Vrindaban, and he informed him that his 2 brothers had already gone there. So those 2 brothers, of course, is Rupa and Anupama. Kanta Karangya Mora Kangala Bhaktagan, Vrindavane Aila, Tader, Korila, Palan. Mahaprabhu told Sanatan Goswami, all my devotees who go to Vrindaban are generally very poor. They each have nothing with them but a torn quilt and a small water pot. Therefore, Sanatan, you should give them shelter and maintain them. Following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have constructed temples in both Vrindaban and Mayapur. Navadip just to give shelter to Vrindaban and Mayapur. Navadip just to give shelter to the foreign devotees coming from, here it says Europe and America, but we'll say from around the world. Okay. Eta boli chalila prabhu sab alingya sabe padila tata murchita hoya. Well, this is all constructed. This is all as a result of Mahaprabhu telling Sanatan Goswami, my devotees are very poor, so please provide some shelter when they go to Vrindaban. Eta boli chalila prabhu sabalingya sabai padila tata murchita hoya. After saying this, Mahaprabhu embraced them all and began to proceed on his way, and they all fainted and fell down. Katakane ute save duke gariaila Sanatana Gosai Vrindavanere Chalila. After some time, all the devotees got up and returned to their homes, very much grief-stricken. Sanatana Goswami proceeded toward Vrindavan alone. Okay, tomorrow I'll continue from this point. Okay. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Dharadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Dharadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jairupa Sanatan Shri Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Hanamansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashri Shrimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Hanamansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashri Shrimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sanatan Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnavas Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanu Guru Marga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsiko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Anandikoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Madhya-lila Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kana Radhakunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.